Today, we're breaking down the Hannahville Indian Community's divorce code. Let's dive in. So how exactly does this legal code handle the whole process? Let's walk through it together. We're going to cover 5 key things, from who can file all the way to the final judgment. First step, who can actually file in the tribal court? This all comes down to jurisdiction. The court has jurisdiction if one of these 2 conditions is met. It's pretty straightforward. For that residency path, one person has to have lived in the community for at least 180 days. Okay, so once jurisdiction is set, how does the legal process actually get started? The reason for filing is simple. The marriage has broken down and it's not likely to be saved. It officially kicks off with 2 simple steps: filing a written complaint and paying the fee. Now, that complaint needs to be detailed. It has to include all of the specific information. After filing, a series of notices and mandatory waiting periods begins. Let's look at the timeline. It's absolutely crucial that the other person, the defendant, is properly notified about the case. The code sets minimums: 7 days notice for interim hearings and 21 for the final one. There's also a mandatory wait before the final hearing, and you can see it's longer with kids. Now, the code has very specific provisions to make sure any kids are protected. In every single case with children, a tribal attorney is brought in just to represent them. This is the core principle. Everything the court decides has to be in the child's best interests. And the definition of children is really broad to make sure every child in the family is covered. What's really unique is that the court must consider Indian culture, traditions, and education in custody battles. All right, we finally made it to the end of the line, the final hearing and the court's judgment. At the end of the day, all decisions are guided by what's equitable, fair, and reasonable. The court has a ton of authority here. It can settle pretty much every aspect of the divorce. And this shows how modern the code is. Pensions and retirement benefits are treated as marital assets. And this is a big one. The code confirms that all past divorces granted by the court are valid. So it makes you wonder, how does a legal code that prioritizes community change our whole view of justice?